Welcome back, new live hashtag lit. I'm back again. It's always something that'll run through my mind that makes me talk. I know it's a lot of things going on in the world, but half of the time, I try to take your mind off of that. So, that's my cigarette, if you didn't know. I can't stop. Well, I ain't gonna say I can't stop, but this cigarette shit crazy. Because it seems like every time I'm trying to not smoke cigarettes, somebody get on my nerves. Now, this is the thing I'm going to talk about, right? When people, I don't like if somebody really want to be in your life, but yet they want to pretend they don't. Or they're in your life and you start looking like maybe you ain't supposed to be there. Don't call me with I heard this. Listen, by the way, if you're a drinker, right, you're going to say things out of your mouth and you're not going to remember it. So be prepared for the consequences. So every time I was drinking and partying, I probably said something crazy. I'm not going to be held later on accountable for that because you should have done something right then. And if you feel like you should do something, do something. So I don't want to hear that, you was intoxicated when you said this. I don't want to hear none of that. Because I'm sober now. Do something. See, this is how I can tell the difference between people. Hold on, let me put this down real quick. Hold up. But y'all can still hear it. This is how I can see it. You listen to me. I'm still using pipe stripers and shit. That stuff. I can't curse right now. But there's a lot of people in this world that they think that just because they've been with you for a couple months, a year, whatever, 2, 3 years, they think they're entitled to say things and they're entitled to certain things. And for men, well, I'm gonna speak for me. For me, I'm not, like once I get tired of you, or you just get corny to me or you get whack, I'm one of them type dudes that I'll have a whole nother chick already. And I'm telling her, you on hold for a minute because I want to see if this shit works. Now, if the person I'm dealing with allow me to put them on hold, because they got to be feeling me to allow that, right? The person that I'm with, most likely, is on their way out the door. I'm actually giving them my opportunity to get things together. And I would tell the other person, look, I'm giving this person a chance. You know, I really don't want to walk away, but I'm giving this person a chance. Now, if she keep going this way, I'm going to walk away. I don't know. I just been blessed to be able to do stuff like that. Well, if you tell a female what it is in the beginning, they most likely will accept it if they really like you. And then you got the option to say, hey, I think I'm going to stay with my girl, you know? And then they hear, they'll be like, well, she might mess up. You know, if she really like you, they think like that. But that's the type of person I am. So any female that ever like dealt with me, they knew. I told them, like, you start doing something crazy, I will be talking to somebody else. Because for some reason, it happens like that for me. I'll be with somebody and things will be great, and then another person will pop up, and I don't even know them, and you know they find an interest in me, and I'm like, I'm in a relationship, and then they somehow wind up knowing who the person is, and then they start telling me stuff the person doing, and I don't believe hearsay, so you know, because they could be just saying that, you know, for me to just walk away, but it happens like that for me. You can't hold nobody accountable for something they said when they were drinking. Because when they sober, that's when you confront them. There's people coming to me from last year, like, you know what you said? I don't care what I said. Man, now what? Because if I said it, I was drunk. And you should know me well enough to know don't approach me over something that you didn't handle last year. Because you ain't going to handle it now. So the moral of this whole conversation is, don't take the person you want lightly. Because you could be thinking that you got all these other women and you could deal with all these women. Who's to say she ain't got a lot of other guys? See, us men, we don't want to know that, because it makes us feel less. Who's to say she don't have that? While you out cheating, most likely she's doing the same thing. So don't think you're the only person that's doing you. I don't have a lot of enemies no more. I really don't. I don't have, not even, most of my enemies was my enemies because they was enemies of people I fuck with. See, if you got smoke with somebody and I'm cool with you, I don't like that person either. That's how it's supposed to be. That's the morals I grew up on. I can't be your enemy. I can't be your friend, but I'm cool with your enemy. That don't even work. Unless I knew both of y'all at the same time for years and y'all beefing and I just came back around in the picture, then I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I can't start dealing with you and then you don't mess with these people around the corner. We all grown. But I'm not going to be sitting there chilling with them and I chill with you. This can't. So you can't have a personal beef with somebody and your friend is cool with them. Because that friend is going back saying what you saying and he coming back telling you what he's saying. Or vice versa. He say, she say. So I'm just giving you a little couple pointers of things I learned. Something that was on my mind that I started thinking about that kind of still bothers me to this day. I just don't like nobody taking me lightly. Don't take me lightly. Don't think you can say anything to me because let me tell you what happens, right? When you keep saying something to somebody and they just don't really say nothing about it, or they say slick things to you and you let it slide, after one day you're going to look up like, I don't want this person in my life no more. And everything could be going fine. But you just kind of remembered everything that person said and did towards you. I did that. I did that to a friend. I had a friend at one time, and I kind of just always as soon as I got the opportunity, I no, he full of shit. He this, he that. Because I was so mad because I feel like if we cool and somebody else come around, you only know this person and you siding with them. It didn't make sense to me. So and I feel like if you a man, why would you say things behind my back and then be around that person and then try to prove that what you were saying about me was right? That's why I play stupid. Because the same person you trying to do that to in front of, you was trying to do that in front of, was telling me what you was doing, but I can't tell. The person don't want me to tell you. But I had a friend like that before that I definitely always talk shit about. And then I lost that friend. So it's bitter and sweet. So we still all right, but we ain't like that no more. I doubt if we ever will be. But it's another grown man, who really cares? You just move on. You correct your mistakes and move on. If they become a part of your life again, then great. But if not, so be it. And I really don't need nobody being a part of my life, not at this point, because things I got lined up for me, it's going to be for me and the person I'm with. It's not going to be for everybody all of a sudden. Now you want to be cool with me. You just ran and told everything that I was talking about to somebody else, but now you need something from me, right? It ain't gonna work that way. That's why I heard Siegel say, y'all better pick a side before I get in the field. So everybody better pick a side and stand on that. This ain't a threat to nobody. This is just what I've been through in life. I just want everybody to pick a side and stand on your side. Don't I know a person and I'm not gonna mention their name, but they blew up. And the same people that was talking about he or she, all of a sudden want to be around that person. So you never know. It could be that little dirty person that's sitting at that deli asking you for $1. All of a sudden hit the lottery. And you had conversations with him or her, but not like that. But all of a sudden you're around them now. Now you want parts. So you gotta look in the mirror and see if you real or fake. I'll talk to y'all next time.